Don't dislocate your arm patting yourself on the back.
Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Darksiders III Apocalyptic difficulty video walkthrough. This is the finale of the game, guys. This is the Envy, the Covetous Queen final boss, and this is me showing you my pattern on how to get into Tearstone range to carry incredible damage into the boss. So I run all the way over to this rooftop, and if you want to see an example of enemy scaling, here it is. This is a bad example of this though. Normally he stands on that roof, and because I'm quite close, he hits me a bunch of times, and then I just run away. But this time went bad because he ran away from me, so it's a rarity, but it happens. And then once you've done that, you run all the way back. But traditionally, you stand on that roof, you go close to him, and he'll just keep on hitting you. He hits you about 5 times, and that's all you need. Another enemy of his caliber later on in the game will kill me in 1 to 2 hits. He has to hit me 5 or 6 times. That is evidence that the enemies do not scale to you. So there's a lot of myths happening right now towards Darksiders, and that's one of them. So there's a bit of proof to say that the person who said that is not correct. So after the cutscenes, Envy always does a stinger at the beginning of the fight, which is really fast and catches you out a lot. Afterwards, she can then do a second sword hit and even a third sword hit, depending on the pattern that you get. Whenever you whip her and stun her, you can get a full combo like I did just then. But after her first stun, she'll either stab the ground, which you need to get away from or iframe through, or she'll summon one of the sins. So right now, see how she backed away, she summoned a sin. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a distance from her, I'm going to bait the stinger, and I'm going to counter it. But now she can use the scythe. So be very careful. Once she starts summoning the sins, it means she has access to her scythe. And then later on, when she summons the next set of sins, it means she has access to her guns. The guns are the fastest move she has. So dodge this, wait for the second hit. If there is no second hit, whip her. Only whip her twice, because she'll generally do that move. And if you're in a third hit, you can't get away in time. Here is Wrath, so jump over his ground slams, he does 3 of them. They're easy to telegraph and easy to dodge. Here's the stinger, does she do the whip? She doesn't, sorry, does she do the scythe, sorry. Here comes Sloth. Dodge on that guy early. If you do not dodge early on that, he'll hit you. And then what does she do? She does another guy. So you can be aggressive here, guys, it will work. However, I kept getting hit by all kinds of weird shit when I was being too aggressive, so I had to slow it down, because I was getting really frustrated with having to go and get Tearstone range every time. But as long as you make her come to you, she's really easy to dodge, and I didn't get the best pattern here, because I wanted to show you a masterclass of this boss, because I know how to dodge all the moves, and I've got really good solutions to all of the moves, but she just wouldn't give me them. She never used the scythe, and the scythe is the thing that's going to trip you up because it's really slow, but I just didn't get a pattern with it. There's me iframing through the final attack, and then I just whip her ass and finish her off. But that's the end of the game, guys. That's the end of the final boss, and it looked really, really simple. That's one of the hardest bosses in the game because she has a lot of moves, and some of them are very fast, and learning the dodges can be quite particular. I don't think you'll have too much trouble with it though, because there's tons of options you can use to get through without actually having to learn it. So decimate it, get your Apocalyptic trophy or your achievement, whichever one you're hunting for, and then that is it, pretty much. What did you think, guys? Is it as bad as all the reviewers are telling you? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was a decent Darksiders? Do you think it's an insult to the series? I think it has good and bad. I really, really like certain aspects of it, and I hate certain aspects of it. It's kind of that perfect mid-range of a franchise that took a wrong turn, but still ended up putting in something that I can see quality, even in spite of its flaws. But I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out here. I hope the walkthrough helped if you used it. If you just used it for background noise while you played something else, I also appreciate you too. Channels like this are built and forged on having people that watch, regardless of what, uses they get from the video. But at the end of the day, I hope it was at least entertaining if it wasn't educational or helpful, and I will be covering whatever the next major game is that gets released, and hopefully I can do something cool with it and help people out who are struggling. So thank you all for watching, thank you all for supporting, thank you all for interacting, and as always, you take care now.